It was a once-in-a-lifetime occasion, of course, when the moon aligned just right, blocked out the sun. In other words, the total solar eclipse.
And as you know, that was just 2 days ago. And even though school was out for most districts, one school in Metro made sure ahead of time that their students knew exactly what to look for, as you'll see in tonight's School Patrol.
What is something else that we're wondering?
Tanya Drosner.
That's a new word. Let's say it together. Totality.
Second grade teacher here at Waverly-Belmont Elementary School.
Will the sun be super hot and will the moon cool it down? I'm going to write that down.
Is trying to determine.
Let's see if what we already know is correct.
Just how much her students really know about the solar eclipse.
If we can answer some of our questions about things that we're wondering.
Metro students have been learning about the once-in-a-lifetime event.
What does the word eclipse mean?
Since returning from summer vacation.
The sun will be in front of the moon.
It's not very often that we get to have something this big actually happen, so it's exciting for us to bring something to life that typically they just learn about in a textbook.
It's going to be so dark.
And the students have plenty to say.
The sun and the moon covers up each other.
Ready to watch this video?
Ms. Drosner believes they'll learn more with different layers of learning.
Color the sun, the moon, and the earth during a solar eclipse. Well, it's definitely tied to our science standards, and it's important for them to understand that here on Earth there is a whole nother universe and solar system, and so it's good for them to understand how it works.
You need to have nice conditions to be able to see it.
But what if you can't get to class?
What's going on, guys?
Because you have to spend time at the hospital.
These are the safest glasses you can wear, because as I put these things on, I can't see a thing.
News Channel 5 meteorologist Henry Rothenberg.
How often do you see the sun disappear?
Visits Monroe Carroll Jr. Children's Hospital at Vanderbilt once a month.
Those glasses are what you definitely need to have for the eclipse. We know those are good.
To give children who can't get out a weather lesson.
We will be watching out the window.
This is what it'll look like.
Today's lesson?
You can look at the moon as it's completely blocking the sun at that point.
The total solar eclipse.
It's going to start in the west because, believe it or not, the moon actually moves west to east. That's why it's kind of backwards in this case.
You're supposed to put them on your face.
Got to have the glasses on when we're looking up at it.
And then look at the moon.
Once it gets closer and closer to Middle Tennessee, that's when it'll be in full force for us.
I'm obviously not in school and I'm not in a classroom, so these are things that I didn't know. So
Natasha Mansell and her 11-year-old daughter Dawson.
It'll burn like the camera in your phone.
Decided to stop by Ryan Seacrest Studio.
So these are things that I didn't know. So yeah, I think it's very good, and it's kind of a bonding experience for me and her.
People say that the temperature's going to drop and it's going to be dark.
She was actually paying attention and listening.
Thank you.
You are more than welcome.
I think it's great.
Boom. Styling and profiling.
And the kids won't have to wait too long for the next eclipse, which takes place in 2024.